just back. It's my first live in a good while. Yesterday I shared about the implicit memory and explicit memory, and I said that the explicit, hi Noel, the explicit is your facts, your events, the storehouse of all your knowledge, and the implicit is your skills, your habits, what's in your subconscious. But today I'm just going to share the advantages and disadvantages, thanks for joining, Noel, of the explicit. The advantages of the memory is that you learn, you get to plan, you can solve problems, you remember appointments without relying on your phone, you start to understand life and the meaning of it, and you're more at peace with yourself. You're able to tell stories. Thanks for joining. You're able to tell stories. You recognize people. You're able to repeat conversations because you remember them. So all of these things, we go about our day and we never even think of this. So for every advantage, there's a disadvantage, and sometimes your memory isn't perfect. You might meet Mary and call her Maria. You might forget her name altogether, and you might walk into a room and forget why you walked into the room. Then you have to walk back out again. You may, and this could be to do with perception, you may misremember a conversation, but also your perception has a huge part to play in that, because if I'm standing here and I see a 6, you're standing opposite me and you see a 9, both of us are right. So it's just about perception. Stress can affect your memory. No sleep. Overthinking can affect this, and I'm an overthinker, and I've shared many a time that we have 60,000 thoughts a day. There are times I think I have 180,000 thoughts a day, but I do know they happen one at a time. So every second I get a chance to choose to change. John Kabat-Zinn devised our mindfulness course, and he said this is simple but not easy. And it's not easy because we've been conditioned by the 60,000, by our age, by 365, which is the days in the year. And if any of you have a calculator near to hand, are you able to tell me how many thoughts you've had since the day you were born? It's quite a lot. And the quality of those thoughts and the surroundings and your life experience determines how you think today. So, your implicit memory, one is that you know, and the other is that your body knows. And the advantages of your implicit memory is when you get into the car, you don't have to learn where to put the key. If it's an automatic car, you don't have to learn that the gear stick is different. If you're in a manual car, you don't have to learn to use the gear stick. All of this happens. You just get in. Your muscle memory knows. You know how to walk. Imagine if you had to learn to walk every day. Your life would be chaotic. You become more skilled at things. Things become natural. And you recognize danger. So if you were standing at the road and you were looking left, but you suddenly heard a very loud vehicle, you know to jump back. That helps, and that creates safety for you. And the opposite of an advantage is a disadvantage. So a lot of automatic things can happen. You can worry. You can expect the worst. You can criticize yourself. You can apologize for yourself, and you can end up rushing around. So this is the first time I went deeper into memory. I covered it in my newsletter. If anyone would like to join my email list, you're very welcome. You can send me a DM. I've covered it in groups because I feel that when you are aware and you know how your mind works, that then you're able to... Hiya, thanks for joining. I'm just chatting here about memory and going into explicit memory and implicit memory. So when you know you can do something about it, you can quieten the mind, you can soften the mind and just be, and you can change. You'd still have your 60,000 thoughts a day, and the good thing is thoughts aren't facts. I say thoughts are like apples and facts are like trains. They have nothing to do with each other, and we get caught up so much in the thought of something, either doing it in the future. Oh, I don't like the thought of that, because fear takes over. And fear, we were born with negative bias, and that was to keep us safe but not happy. And I can't remember the last time I saw a bear or a tiger when I went out of my house. But sometimes my body produces the chemicals to run from a bear or a tiger. And there is no bear, there is no tiger. So my body then has to expel all those chemicals and hormones and has to go from fight, flight or freeze to rest, digest and restore. So as an overthinker, I know what chronic anxiety is. Thankfully, the episodes are less often and less intense. So, hi Grania, how are you? Thanks for joining. So if anyone wants to go deeper with me on your memory, the whys, the what ifs, the if onlys, I'm delighted now that I'm saying, what if it works? What if I fly instead of what if I fail? And with mindfulness, that can help you change the narrative. This week I had a thought that kept coming and coming and coming, and it's not a pleasant thought, and I actually changed and shifted the whole narrative of it, and now I'm smiling about it and I'm delighted. So it was meant to keep coming for me to shift, because I know I'm here to enjoy my life, and if the 60,000 thoughts I have today are the same as yesterday, I look and see, are they quality? I like to say quality words, quality thoughts, quality actions, and I'm responsible for that. So thank you everyone. Has anyone a question, or would anyone like to join in with the chat? You're very welcome. I can add you. I can invite you to join if you want to share your thoughts on it. I have a few. Okay, well, I think that's all I want to share with you now. So thank you, and see you soon.